Hey, it's Heather K. Today is day 88 and 89. This journey is going to be over in a little over a week, 11 days. So I'm so sorry that I missed an episode because what I wanted to talk to you guys about yesterday was let's talk about portion size. One of the things you got to realize is that as your body changes and you become smaller, which I have. I remember back in the day when I didn't care that I was a size 3X. Food, I enjoyed it. Then it got to a point where I didn't enjoy me no more because I had trouble walking. I had trouble sleeping. I started snoring because of the fat on my neck. And I just felt like I was in a lot of food comas. And if you get to that point, and as you get older, when you do change your eating habits to something healthier, you feel 10 years younger when you eat superfoods. When you eat nutritious foods that are not void of calories, such as processed food. I shared a post today on my Facebook that the processed food that you buy in boxes, they've extended the life of food. But by eating the food that's already prepackaged, it's shortening your life. So I just wanted to mention that. So I've gone to Real Foods, and the trouble with going to Real Foods is that you got to cook more. Right now, I just feel like I'm starving. I'm just waiting. Let me check my timer. I'm just waiting for my soup to be done. I got like another 20 minutes to go. So it's like, oh no, 20 more minutes. And then I got to let it cool down and eat. And so I'm really hungry because I had a really early morning and I tried to go back to bed and just totally took me off track. I was up at 4:30 and I tried to go back to bed for a little bit and I wanted to, but I'm not the kind of person that goes back to bed. Like it's all wishful thinking. So when I talk about portion size is that you got to realize the old you could eat more, and that as your body changes in the direction you want it to go, your food portions have to reflect that. And like I said, I went all on the sign language of portion sizes. So, and there's things you can do that are really easy. Like, let me tell you about the Chinese food place I had. I go to Chinese food places, order several dishes, maybe 3 or 4 of them, some veggies and stuff like that. And I've actually got away from the battered stuff and more veggies and stir fries. And sorry about that, I got a bad throat here today. And I tried to eat as much as I could, and I saved some, and like we made our plate and put it aside, and we want to take out. And I told the waitress, I said, you guys cook a lot of food, because it was a big price. It was like $50. And she goes, well, it's technically supposed to feed a family of 4. And that was a light bulb moment in my life, because I had actually gotten 2 meals out of it. There was a chance sometimes it was 2.5 meals for 2 people. So to feed a family of 4, 2 meals isn't too bad, because then that's 4 meals there, right? So, but you got to think about, my dish was only my dish, so that was 4. And when I weighed it out for what I needed, for what I required, it was actually 5 meals. And so I was eating 2.5 times more than what I needed to eat. And it used to be a point in my life where I loved feeling full. It was more pleasurable. Like right now, if I'm over full, it's not pleasurable. It's a horrible feeling. And I get regret, I get guilt, and it's just so uncomfortable. Like the only way out of feeling that way is get out and walk and try to get it through your system. Because right now I'm suffering because I had bread this week. And it's sitting in my stomach. I can feel it. And it's sitting there and it's hurting my back. And I expect 2 or 3 days before I'm out of it. And I finally learned? Yes, I finally learned my lesson not to be eating so much bread food. And it's just that I have to accept it that my choices in food has changed. I've already accepted the size of food has changed. But if you want to get into smaller clothing and you want to lose 20 pounds, because 20 pounds I think is a clothing size, you have to take ownership to that your body's changing, you need less. And And so when you're on a journey, you actually have to keep that in mind, like where you were is like this decline in scale. And but you cannot go so low. You have to find out what your level is. Well, I'm not quite there yet. And I have to try harder and harder and harder to say that I need to be eating less because I am overeating. It's not like I'm starving. I'm starving now only because supper's still cooking. I'm actually, I'm not starving because I'm starving myself to lose weight. I would not do that, and I don't recommend anybody do that. Even though today was turned upside down because of my commitment that I had to do at 5 o'clock this morning. Every year on Good Friday, I light a lot of candles, and today was a rainy day, and I'm one of the organizers this is my third generation in my family that I know of, and I think it's been even longer than that, like 400 years, to light candles on Good Friday. And so I take great pleasure in doing that. The only thing is it comes at 4:30 in the morning. And where I was at 4:30 in the morning, it's like, how is this a tradition? So, and there was a lot of people showed up. It's just the way it is. And I must push myself to keep enjoying it. And I do. I work on it all year long. I collect candles and I collect candle holders. And anyway, that's just not the direction I want to go with that. But I'm going to adhere to the meals I set out for myself today. So there's just portion sizes. And the other thing I've done is I started buying smaller plates, and I put plates inside of plates because I got these huge plates. And then maybe tomorrow, sorry, so sorry. Maybe tomorrow I'm going to show you how I make my plates look pretty. I have a lot of really cool dishes, cool mugs, the stuff that I make having my tea time, my food more enjoyable. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Sorry that I missed a day, but if you knew what I was doing, you would forgive me. So press like and subscribe and press notification. And if you truly feel I owe you some extra videos, I will make them on different subjects. But I am going to continue this journey after the 100 days is done. I'm just not going to be doing them every day because I'm going to tell you right now, that was really hard to do 100 days. And now that I feel like I'm slipping, so are my videos. But hey, I'm back. Today I feel on track. And it's going to take me a couple days to get get this bread that I ate out of my belly because it's hurting me. I'm in so much pain right now, like on my back. Like I said, I am allergic to bread, I'm pretty sure, and I'm going to talk to the doctor about that. Hoping to see the doctor this week, and maybe go back to the nutritionist and let her know where I'm at with some of my healthy choices because I do believe they're good. It's when I slip. That's caused me trouble. So, and it's a choice that I made and I take ownership of it. That's it. Like and subscribe. See you tomorrow.